All right, I'm here at C2E2 right now, and I've met a group of people that are anti-zombies, apparently. Can you explain your stance, sir?
Yes, the government is lying to you. There is an outbreak. It occurred last October. We're trying to educate and prepare all of Chicago for the impending zombie apocalypse.
Now, what are some tips for surviving the zombie apocalypse?
Well, you need to know your escape routes, how to get out of Chicago. It's a pretty dense and difficult city. You need to be prepared, at least mindset-wise, to take anything around you and turn it into a practical brain-bashing weapon.
Now, that being said, I play a lot of Resident Evil games. Can I put something in a box and expect it to be in another box later at a different location?
It's very, very, very important for you to store and know exactly what you have on you at all points in times. I'm not sure about moving things from box to box, though.
All right, one last, the biggest tip you can tell everyone in Chicago against zombies.
Your #1 weapon against zombies is preparedness. We are at the spot starting in April, Fridays and Saturdays at 7 p.m. in Uptown. You come by, we will educate and prepare you. When zombies attack Chicago, you can survive. We can help.
Thank you very much, sir. So tell us a little bit about yourself and your costume here.
I'm Douglas Meyer, and I'm from Winona, Minnesota, and I'm a Ghostbuster.
So you went all the way from Minnesota to get here to Chicago?
Yep.
Is this the first time you've done this for C2E2?
I've never done a Comic-Con before, so this is the first time.
How are you liking it so far?
I'm enjoying it. It's great.
Now, this is your very first, convention. You've never been to something like Wizard World or ASIN or anything like this? Your first time?
This is my first.
So what's the best costume you've seen here so far?
I've seen a couple of Jokers that are like to die for, and I've seen a couple of Ghostbusters that blow my costume away.
Is there any ladies that caught your eye? Come on now.
Yeah, there's a few.
So there's been rumors going around about Ghostbusters 3, about the story and Bill Murray's involvement, and also just whether it's going to be CG or not. I mean, what are your thoughts? How would you like to see it happen?
I would love to see it happen. Unfortunately, Bill, if you're watching this, sign on.
You tell him. Tell Bill.
Sign on to this deal. I want to see it done. And I would love to see Eliza Dushku do it too.
She's here, man. I'll tell her right now for you. I'm on my way. I'll see you.
I've already done it.
I'll see you later.
I'm a big fan of Fables. I read it in trades. I just want to know, how have you sustained the quality of this comic for over 100 issues? It's really just fantastic.
Well, early on, I was doing a lot of books for Vertigo and other publishers that were getting some critical acclaim. I'm becoming a man. Critical acclaim, but not selling well. And we figured out that because the quality was not being sustained. So when we started up Fables, I just went down to the store and bought extra quantities of quality because you can buy it in bulk. You can. And the thing is to use it quickly because it goes bad really, really quick. But the reason you get a Joe cancel like that is I have no idea. I mean, I could be hubristic and say, well, I'm just that good, but I don't quite think that is it. I think it's a case. Partly it is the right thing at the right time. A few years before Fables, I wanted to do a book about how people are kind of drawn into storybook type worlds. Basically, I pitched a thing that was exactly the unwritten, which if you're not reading the unwritten is a wonderful, wonderful book. But it just wasn't the time for that. It's like, yeah, it's kind of nut. And pitch Fables, and I think it's just like the right idea at the right time, that something just seemed to click, and the publishers were ready for that idea, the readership was ready for that idea. Maintaining it is, I think, just the benefit of having an ensemble cast, where Fables is not really a single series. It is just a connected set of mini-series about all sorts of different people that happen to know each other, that type of thing.
Do you have any end in mind? How far do you plan on taking it?
I have, initially, the ending was going to be the moment that Geppetto was forced to sit down and sign the compact.
Yeah.
The problem is that was going to be the ending that we just kept pushing off in the distance, and when it's time to end it, that would be the final story. We got Mark Buckingham and I so desirous of doing that story we decided, what the hell? Let's just take that ending and push it forward, have it happen, and then see what happens next. So yes, I have another ending that's like that, but it's also starting to kind of grumble and want to be done. So maybe I'll have to come up. But I'm perfectly willing to do this for as long as the publisher is willing to publish and the readers are willing to read.
What would you say about the next trade without spoiling it? Because I have not read the new one coming out with issue 100 and everything.
Rose Red does have issue 100 in it, doesn't it? Okay. I received my copies of the trade just before coming here, but I haven't been able to really look through it. What can I say about it? Well, it is initially the backstory of Rose Red, and being, of course, the backstory of Rose Red, it's also the backstory of Snow White. Yeah. Because what really drives her, what's driven her all, throughout the Fables series, is why is she so pissed at Snow White, and pissed enough to where, for centuries of time, she basically defined herself by her anger with her sister. That's a big anger. Yeah. Rose Red had a lot of responsibility on her right at the time that she was shirking it and just having a bad time. And this is a story of will she rise to the occasion and run the farm, and that plays out and leads directly into the incidents that set up the 100th issue, which is a big showdown issue between two very powerful forces. And I won't, of course, mention who those are and how that comes out.
Oh man, I can't wait for that. Well, thank you so much for talking with us.
Thank you.
It's been a pleasure. And I cannot wait to read the new Fables, so thank you so much.
Okay, you're welcome. When are we going to start filming and do this for real?
All right, so tell us a little bit about yourself and your costume.
My name is Jet. I'm dressed as Riku from Final Fantasy X-2. I work for one of the booths here today, Cosplay Deviants. I don't know if you've had a chance to stop by yet or not. Okay. Maybe.
Yes, I saw.
Yeah, everybody's seen Cosplay Deviants. Everybody knows about that.
So is Riku your favorite Final Fantasy character? For that matter, is Final Fantasy X your favorite Final Fantasy?
Honestly, like 7 is still has a very, very close place in my heart. The music in 8 was amazing, so I love each one for a different reason. I like Riku a lot because I'm not really bouncy and peppy, like at all, and she is, so through cosplay I get to be loud and obnoxious and bouncy, and nobody cares. So
what did you think? What did you think about Final Fantasy X-2? Did you get a chance to play that?
Yeah, I played it. I'm still only at 98% completion. The battle system's cool, kind of going back to the class changes, like the dress spheres and so on. That's neat. The plot was horrible. It's like something that they, took a bad fan fiction and made it into a game. I don't care for the plot. Right. It's kind of on par with Dirge of Cerberus to Final Fantasy VII. Not very good plot, not very related. Yeah. But, to be honest, it was kind of just an excuse to get cute girls in skimpy costumes. Right. And this is the after effect of it, so I'm okay with that.
All right, thank you very much. So tell us a little bit about yourself and your costume.
My name is Mike. This amazing costume was made by Joe Serrano. He also made the Red Hood costume. In addition to all, like Dr. Doom, he made Darkseid. If you see any of them, they're all made by him, dude. Joseph Serrano.
All right. So are you a big fan of the Turtles series then?
I am. Well, no, I hate the Turtles. Oh!
No, it's cool. It's cool. There's no. I see none. I see none.
If I see something, let me know.
I like that you're classic Shredder. I love that.
Yeah.
The Shredder that's more, lighthearted and funny, and more when the series.
Except when it comes to Turtles.
Exactly.
Then it's all business.
Like, what do you like to dine on?
Turtle soup!
Yeah!
Turtle soup!
Yeah! Turtle soup!
Turtle soup!
I gotta ask, have you seen the animated movie Turtles Forever?
I have not.
Man, you gotta watch it, man.
I will as soon as I get back home. It's on my list of things to do. On my list of things to do.
All right, so is this your first C2E2 then?
No, I was actually here last year, but I never dressed up, so.
Ah, very nice. So this is your first costume. You knocked it out of the park.
Well, thanks to Joe Serrano, people. Joe Serrano. If you guys need a costume, it's Joe Serrano.
What was that name?
Joe Serrano.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Turtles!